Alright, all you motocross motley crew, welcome to the first ever Man in a Van race report. We're going to do a series of Lees on Dirt Hub. Basically, I'm going to sit in a van, waffle on like I do on commentary, just have a breakdown of what happened at the weekend, where I'd been, and the results, etc. from where I had been. Just basically having a good old shout out and a bit of bench racing about what happened at the weekend. I'll start then with that. Yes. The Huck Cup and Tom Brown Memorial Trophy weekend at Marshfield. In a word, it was brilliant. I went down there, what was it, obviously on Good Friday. So if you're not doing anything Good Friday, I know we're a long way away from next Good Friday, but pencil it in, it happens every year. The number of people down there was brilliant. Obviously last year they had an issue with weather, this year not. Car parks rammed, even a little bit of fisticuffs for people trying to get in and out of the lane, which is not good to report on, but that's how many people were down there. Great to see Searle, Simpson, Muse, all those guys down there supporting it. It's becoming such a big event, and it was so good to be around that kind of atmosphere vibe. Everybody was there for the right reasons, which is obviously a memorial trophy. You know, we all know Huck's story, so to be part of it and be down there, I was foolish, brave, committed, whatever you want to call it, to say that I'm going to race in it next year. And it's the only race that I got there and it made me want to ride because everybody was having such a good time. Rider of the day, I'm going to give it to my old mate Brian Spud Wheeler. Basically show those youngsters around. He's showing that he's still got it at least for one lap, because he basically gated about, what was it, 20th? I think it was 20th on the first lap, and then in one lap he managed to put on this amazing move from 20th to come round at the flag, probably about, I don't know, like 10 seconds in front, something like that. He found this most amazing line on the open lap, on the first lap. You see, he just went onto the grass a little bit where all the others were hitting these bumps. He went onto the grass a little bit by about, I don't know, 800 to 1,000 meters. Awesome line, and cut out half the track and come out in front, but of course it was all just a bit of fun. He told them he was going to do it, and it was just it just set a good atmosphere for the whole thing. So Spud, that made me laugh, thank you for that. What happened then I got in the vehicle, tore up to Hawkstone for the Michelin MX Nationals, which again was just brilliant. 305 riders I think they had there in the end. It was just beautiful weekend, red hot. They did absolutely awesome job with the track, and it just got gnarly, and the racing in all classes was so good. I'm gonna give some honourable shout outs like a news reporter here. I got all the results. There we go. Let's just start with Harry Koulas. I mean, okay, when he gets to the Maxxis level, you've got Tommy and Sean there and whatever, but at the MX Nationals, he's 4 for 4. 2 rounds in, and just waxing everybody, and it was a pleasure to watch yesterday, seriously, on the Dios Cab Screens Honda. He was just picking up his wheel over holes, timing was perfect, brilliant. Mel Pocock was also brilliant, absolutely ripping in the second one to pull back past Louis Toombs to get second over it, and Toomsy on the box again. Then in the MX2 class, Todd Kellett putting the old 252 stroke on the box. He had an oversized tank, you know, one of those ones that go right up like that. I think he did actually whack his cracker jacks on it a few times, but in typical Todd fashion, that probably just made him try even harder. So he got 3rd overall, and then Josh Gilbert and Martin Bartlett. Let's talk about that, because if that carries on all year, it's going to be such an amazing series between those two. They're just going at it. Josh Gilbert in the second moto, Barr took the win in the first one. Gilbert was right behind him. Then in the second one, same thing again, but Gilbert went for a move, got past him momentarily, but then just had this massive high side, threw it away, and that gave Martin a 1-1. And then Martin rushed off to go and race at Ulster Championship at Desert Martin next day, so he's keen for it. And all said and done, it was just a brilliant weekend. All the youth classes were amazing. Let's give up some of them an honourable shout out. In fact, let's just mention the winners of each class. In the Expert MX1 class, Gav Stevenson won all 4 in convincing style. Putnam took the overall. In the Expert MX2 class, Charlie Putnam that is. Ben Clark did win 3 out of the 4 and had a derailed chain in the other. Daniel Ashmore took the win in the MX1 overall. Clubman, by the way, so many of them racing and supporting the series. So don't tell me this sport is dead, because it was just brilliant from those guys, the backbone of our sport. Then in the Clubman MX2, Harry Fletcher took the overall, not Fetcher. Harry Fletcher took the overall win. But again, Fabio Rizzi was another ride, took 3 moto wins, going for a clean sweep, and then crashed in the last one, unfortunately for Fabio. Rung his bell a little bit, so he went out of that one. Ike Carter just absolutely hammered everyone in MXY2 on his GL12 Husqvarna, much to the joy of his team manager, Bob Buchanan, aka Dennis Hopper. So fair play to Ike. In the MXY2, Ryan Mawhinney is starting to show the kind of form he had on an 85 the year before. He took the victory there. Sam Atkinson is another rider in the 85 big wheel class this year. Is going to be, I don't know how anybody's going to stop him. He won about every moto by about 25 seconds for a clean sweep to extend his championship lead. And then in the small wheels, this was brilliant, this class. There was 4 motos. Mackenzie Marshall took 2 motos. Tyler Hooley took 1. And Harrison Greenoff took the other. And that basically was the top 3 order. So that was all your race results. And that's it, really. Rider of the weekend in general. Ooh, because we're going to do that every series. Rider of the weekend. I would have to go with... I got to go with Harry Koulas, because he was just in a league of his own. But in a very close second is Brian Wheeler for once again just bringing some genuine comedy value and fun to the game. So that was it, really. A cracking weekend, and yeah, I'm now ready to go home. Right, that's it. We'll catch up next time. I don't know when the next one. Oh, the next one will be yeah, British Championship, Canada Heights. So I'll sit in the van, maybe even bring a guest in next time and get that done. Right, I'm gonna hit the road. You guys have a great week, and we'll catch up soon. Over and out.